Word. Man, volume is up on here. We're good. What's up, family? This is Chief Kalanago Man out here. As you can see the title of the video. Just want to show y'all some a little bit of nature, man. Alright. So I guess y'all just gonna be seeing a bunch of trees for now. But how y'all doing? Alright. I'm good. Okay. I love to do these videos to show people, because it's a lot of that stuff we're missing. When you get stuck in cities, amongst big trees and dilapidated communities, you don't realize how much you have. Okay? Until it's gone. The problem is it's not gone, it's still here, but our people are not aware of what we have, our rich culture, our rich land. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder what's over here. I'm here with a couple of our family, you know what I mean? Our sister, and her son. They stayed down lower because a few hills to climb. But I'm traveling here, with my brother Creek. You know what I mean? And we're just showing y'all some of this, man. All this is us, fam. And I keep, reiterating and pointing out to our people that we don't have to stay in cities crowded, fighting each other, struggling, trying to keep up with the Joneses. You see, that's what they did, right? They give you these illusions intentionally so you could miss all this. You feel me? Let me get these celebrities. Let me get this media to show them, well, this is what life is supposed to be. Chase the dollar bills. Chase the fake illusion. You know what I mean? Try to live like you in Hollywood. Man, listen, y'all keep chasing Hollywood and celebrities, they're going to take your ass to hell. All right? I'm showing y'all heaven. Okay? And I'm experiencing this and feeling this because our ancestors walked these lands. You see what I'm saying? They lived in these lands. Their blood, their sweat, their tears. They fought for this. All right? And too many of us are taking that for granted. So I have to show y'all, okay? The land is free. You feel me? The land is free. They can't prevent us from going and living on the land. The Creator, the Most High, gave us this for us. And nobody could stop us from taking this. You feel me? But when you remain their property, they could tell their property what to do. They could tell their property what to say, what not to say. And that's the problem. A lot of poor people want to be property. They want to be black, patent words, African American, Negroes. All those terms are owned. You feel me? But when you're a man or a woman that's living on the land, let's take away, like I told y'all before, let's take away all the labels. Okay? Let's go back before we want to identify as Aboriginals or American Indians. What was our people? Let's go back to ancient times, antiquity. Do you think anybody was calling themselves Aboriginals or Indians or Chickasaw or Choctaw and Anian? No, man, those things is new. You feel me? Let's go back to a time where we didn't call ourselves anything. We were just living on the land because that's what it was. What about that? You see, once you go back as far as that, nobody could tell you what to do because nobody has authority over a man and a woman except the Most High. That's it. It's that simple. All right? So they have to take that away from you and call you all these different things. You feel me? So they could put you in a box. Now, they spoke of a mound. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and show y'all something because I see a little, I got you. I see a little, let's do a little reading. I don't know if that's the mound right here, but it seems like they did some cutting. Okay? But I'm going to walk and do a little reading and see what that is. Maybe it's a mound. But apparently we came up a hill, so that must be part of the mound. You know what I mean? So what they do is they enclose all these areas and they charge people for parking to get in and all that. Come on, man. But anyway, let's do a little reading here, see what it says. Okay? Let's do a little reading here, fam. All right, this says, I'm going to read from the top. It says, Fiddleback Mound. The shape of the Fiddleback Mound is unique. It outlined, the mound is shaped like a figure 8 or the back of a fiddle. Of the several hundred earthworks in Indiana and Ohio, Only 5 are known to have this shape. Fiddleback Mound is the last one remaining. Of course, they destroyed everything else. Who built the mounds? The Adena Hopewell people built the mounds and enclosures. These people are known only through archaeology since they lived so long ago. They have not been connected with historic tribes like the Miami or the Shawnee. All right. It says right here, it says, are there other sites like this one? There are several sites in the east central Indiana that are related to the earthworks at Mounds State Park. 3 sites are composed of circular enclosures and 3 sites have rectangular enclosures. All of the sites are eventually spaced in relation to each other. Similar organization and spacing occurs in other parts of Ohio Valley. Now look at who they're showing. It says, how did the people move the dirt for the mounds? The ditches were dug with digging sticks. The dirt was then loaded into baskets and piled up to form the outer embankment. Now look who they're showing. All right, come on. Now we know that's not a true depiction of the original people, so they got to stop the BS, man. And y'all got to stop believing that. All right, pictures tell 1,000 words. If they show this fake native stick in your place, that's what's going on. You know me? For real. Because when I entered the office, okay, when we entered the office, they had like this little tour they was given. So the Caucasian girl that was giving the tour, when we showed up, she was like, that's the best outfit we have seen for the day. You know, and they speak with a double tongue. It's a folk tongue. They speak the truth. It's like they tell you a lie, but it's not a lie because they're telling the truth at the same time. See what I'm saying? She's literally saying, well, you know what? We have our feathers and everything, but don't forget your outfit. Your outfit is, your skin is also your outfit. You see, once again, you have to know how these people think. And a lot of y'all are playing the games because, remember, in poker, like I told y'all in poker before, the best 2 rules, the number 2 rules in poker, right? The first rule is to know the game. The second rule is know your players. Y'all are playing a game you don't know, and y'all don't know the players. You got to know how they think, how they talk. So when she said that's the best outfit I've seen all day, what is she saying? These are the original people, because your skin is also your outfit. Pay attention. All right, peep the game. So I'm just showing y'all. It says, where if no evidence has been found for homes of the Adena Hopewell people in Mounds State Park. So people probably came to the site for short periods of time, several times a year. They probably lived in the surrounding river valleys and in uplands the remainder of the time. We do not know what their dwelling was like. So there is still much to learn about the Adena Hopewell lifestyle. Or life ways, rather. Look, see who they're showing? That's who they're showing. You feel me? So, once again, man, I'm just taking y'all on the journey, man. You know what I'm saying? Taking y'all on the journey. You feel me? You want to see what's up? You want to see what's up? You want to see what's up? No. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, man. So, like I said, we here, and this is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like, I like to, come to these locations, just so y'all know this is real, and we got to come experience these things, man. You know what I mean? We shouldn't be, again, crowded up in the cities. You got to get your children away from these televisions, these video games. Let them come see, feel what the ancestors felt. You know what I'm saying? Teach them how to walk on the land. We got to, come on, we got to come back home, family. We got to come back home. It's the only way to make this thing happen. All right. Now, when we was walking, they had all these tall trees, and what came to mind was one of a few reasons why they couldn't beat us is because we were high up in the trees. Okay, we were high up in the trees, and remember back then there was no drones, right? No drones, no helicopters, so we have the advantage. Our ancestors ran up trees. How do I know? Because I used to do it when I was a little boy. You feel me? So I know. How could it be different from what my ancestors did? I used to run up coconut trees. I mean, I probably can't do it now. A couple weeks ago, I went to, I tried to climb a tree. I got halfway, but man, all my skin was bruised up. I came into the city and became soft. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm just saying is that we got to go back to that, to what's natural, because we used to run up trees, real talk. And the 2019 Indian, man, listen, we soft, man. We soft. I'm just keeping it real. And I'm not talking about y'all, I'm talking about us. You feel me? Because we step too far away from nature. And that's a problem. So we got to come back home, man. So I like to show y'all what it is. You know what I mean? Let's take a walk. All right. So right here is pretty much, like I said, the mound, the fiddle mound. So what you'll see is in a lot of the mounds, right, they have on top of the hill, then they would have a ditch, okay? A ditch would go down and then it would go up. And then in the center of the mound, they probably did, celebratory events or just different rituals, whatever it is. But sometimes, for the most part, in those mounds, they normally have they probably got rid of this, but normally in the mounds, right, there would be like a little doorway to go into the mound. And they would, bury stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? So they took a lot away from us, man, a lot. All right, so I'm not seeing that entrance in this one, but the one in the Chickasaw Mound, the one I did in where was that again?
Memphis.
In Memphis, right? They had that little entrance. All right, so I'm not seeing it here, just so y'all know. But this is pretty much, like I said, the mound, and you have the ditch, you have them trees. If you go up, you'll see how tall them trees are. And our ancestors, they ran up them trees, man. They ran them up like nothing. Okay. So when this colonizers and this invaders came, they couldn't beat us because we was what? In the trees. They couldn't find us. All of a sudden they walking, looking, arrow in the neck. You know what I'm saying? Be like, damn, son, what happened? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just saying. You see, so we gotta come back home, fam. We gotta come back home. This is all us. Once again, they cannot stop us from coming back to the land because they know who we are. All right. The only way they could prevent you from getting the land is to call you something else. You see what I'm saying? That's how they detach you, because they cannot do it to us physically. So they have to do it in theory, on paper. You see what I'm saying? But in practicality, they can't take us away from the land. So now if I get you to change identity, all right, by being something rather than who you are, then guess what? I could take you out of the land. And we're allowing it because nobody's forcing us in 2019. They ain't got no guns in our head. I don't see Walter Plecker here calling us colored or forcing people in hospitals to put colored and black and none of that. Okay, our people are fighting for these terms because the programming is real. All right, so we have to get away from that mindset. Get away from that mindset and say, now we're not doing this anymore. And we got to start calling people out because remember I told y'all, right, the media plays a big part in all of this. All right, if I could visualization, a picture tell 1,000 words. Okay, now it's, pictures are not just stills. Video is a picture as well, because I could take a video and do a freeze frame and that's a picture. So it's still picture. So it tells 1,000 words. So if in the media they're showing us something different, okay, then you have all this Pan-African movement people going on radio stations, going on YouTube. They're getting all the big platforms and they're playing these games with this DNA. Oh, you're from Africa. And listen, family, I'm telling you, man, these people are getting paid. But if we, the true aboriginals, we are not rebuttal, that we are not sending, we are not calling these radio stations, we're not rebuttaling anything they say, well, guess what? We acquiesce to it. It becomes true. So at the end of the day, what? We have to take responsibility. Okay? We have to let these people know. Now, we ain't doing that. We know who we are, and we're not going to fall for that. You feel me? And another thing we have to realize is the so-called natives, okay? They have a script. All right? Everything they have is scripted out. They will tell you they all speak the same language. They all speak the same language. So what I'm saying is this. We have to come up with a script to rebuttal everything that they're saying. Let's start asking them questions. Because my thing is, I'm not here to prove who I am to you. All right? Because you know damn well who I am. I'm going to ask you to prove yourself to me or prove that I'm not. You see what I'm saying? They cannot prove that we aren't who we say we are. And here's another thing, right? Me and a brother was building and, it came up in a conversation, right? How is that there are Africans, all right? They are Caucasians, whether it may be Irish, the Scottish, whatever it is, right? How is that there's records of them coming here, okay? And even records of Africans coming here. But the so-called American Aborigines, the majority of us cannot go past the 1700s. Why do you think that is? Tell me, why do you think that is? So all the undocumented Aboriginals in this land, guess what? You are the original people. You see, it's a trick. It's a trick because everybody else have documents. Oh, you hear natives, oh, we could prove this, we could prove that. How come y'all can't prove that? You know why? Because they destroyed the records. You feel me? And another thing is, Our ancestors were not anticipating people coming here to take our land or to destroy everything. So there was no need to create records and hide it from nobody else to save it for their children. No, we was just living on the land. So we have to know the game that was played. All right. So all this is us, man. All this is us. And I'm going to keep traveling wherever I got to go. You know, once all this is done, we're putting a few things together. South America, here I come. All right. Because brothers and sisters, this is bigger than the neighborhood that you grew up in. All right. All the neighborhoods that's being gentrified. Our land mass is way bigger than that. Okay. And I'm talking about uninhabited land all over the Americas that we could just say, you know what, man, we're tired of this. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to buy food. You choose to do that because you want to do that. You don't have to work. A lot of our people think, you know what, if I don't work, if I don't chase this paper, I can't make it. No, it's an illusion. That's what they are selling you. And you have all your celebrities playing the game because they bought the bag. These people on social media, Instagram, they're not talking about nothing but what? Keeping you distracted. But where the real is at, they will not let it go viral though. You feel me? They wouldn't let it go viral. But let a brother in a dress or acting a fool, or a sister, you know, acting some way she shouldn't, guess what? Millions of views in 2 days. But they wouldn't let this kind of things go viral. They wouldn't do that because they don't want you to elevate. All right? They don't want you to claim who you are. So they have to keep putting us in a box. But you know what? 2019, 2020, we're moving forward and we ain't doing that. Okay? We are stepping out of that box and we're reclaiming what's ours. It's ours. Now you're going to have a choice. Okay? It's either you're going to work with us and live in peace, or we're going to fight for what's ours, period. You know what I'm saying? We got to get to a point where you say, you know what, we're sick and tired of this. We're not going to do it no more. Okay? And you keep switching our identity from this to that and that. Now we're not going to do it no more. We're not going to do it no more. It has to come to a point where you say, you know what, we have to make up our mind to set a legacy for the generations to come. It's that simple. All right? We cannot afford to live the lies anymore. All right? And when people start call them out. You got to call them out. Stop playing the games. They call you black, rebuttal that. They call you African American, rebuttal it. They call you Negro, rebuttal it. Stop fighting for these terms that make you dead in your own land. Okay? That's called self-destruction. And we always blaming somebody. Oh, well, the Caucasian man. Oh, the natives. Well, let me ask you a question. Why aren't you taking responsibility for yourself? I don't see the natives coming here and putting guns in your head. I don't see the Caucasian man coming. True story. I just went to the Waffle House, right, to get some waffles, okay? As soon as I walked in, a little Caucasian boy said, Mom, look what? An Indian. How come he knows? But you have Negroes walking around here want to be black and African American all day. The dude couldn't have been older than 12. And I've been walking this trail, and every Caucasian I see, they bow. Real talk. Respect. Because they know. How is that whenever people see me, they don't call me black or African American? Because you know what? When they see this, they know what it represents, family. They know what it represents. And they're the ones enjoying, you see what I'm saying? Everything that's ours. You know what I mean? They're the ones enjoying it. You know, when let's take a walk that way. When we was coming here, they have it's called the White River, right? And they're actually rafting on there. Guess what? It's nothing but Caucasians. Now, am I supposed to be mad at them? No, why would I be mad? Why am I going to look at them water rafting, having fun, and not in a home where they have their children playing video games or watching YouTube or their children listening to videos on how to twerk and quirk and all these things? They're in the water. They're hiking. You feel me? Why can't we do the same thing? So don't get mad when you see people enjoying what's yours because you don't want to enjoy it. I got to keep it real. I can't be a hypocrite with this. You know what I mean? I'm just here to drop the facts and truth, and who want to hate it could hate it. I really don't care. And that's just the bottom line. Because you see, typical example, right? If this right here, let me show something, okay? Let's just say this little tree right here, right? Let's just say in this tree right here is a well. And this water in this well is the water of life. And it's just sitting there. And the original people don't want to drink it. They're dying out. Okay? They're dying out. They're being told, listen, you're about to be extinct, but this is life. And they're not taking the opportunity to drink out of the water, to drink out of the well. All right? And then you see some Caucasians going and some natives drinking it. And you stand on the outside dying and talking and you getting mad. Why are you getting mad? When you could do the same thing, come to the well, drink water and have life. It's the same situation. Again, it's just an analogy, allegorically speaking. But what I'm saying is, if you know black is dead, if you know African American is dead, if you know Negro is dead, and I'm showing you what life is. You see what I'm saying? But you running away from life, you're running away from living into a mode of survival, then don't blame nobody but yourself. Okay? If you don't have enough love for yourself, at least think about your children. You see what I'm saying? When the truth of the matter is, it should be self-love first. But I'm just saying, you have to have some type of obligation in your life. And it has to be more than just trying to buy a car, trying to have a great apartment, trying to have the best furniture, trying to have the best nails, trying to have the best hair, trying to drive the best car. Okay? The real resources is in the land. Everything came from the land. Do you know where money came from? Let's take a walk, my brother. Come on, let's take a walk. Let me show y'all where money came from. I'm going to show y'all. So this is what they did, right? You see these trees right here? They cut the trees and they made paper, and then what? They made money out of trees, right? So let me ask you, how rich are you? You don't have to answer that question. How rich are you? Man, we wealthy, man. You know what I mean? This is home. Yep. And you know, this is beautiful because even the air, right? The air is different. The air is not so thick, it's not dense, it's just so clean, it's light. And you feel like you could breathe. You know what I'm saying? So family, man, just wanted to show y'all a little bit of this and do a little bit of, you know, narration and let y'all know, man, we got to come back home, man. Let us claim what's ours, all right? It's ours. And nobody can tell us it's not. Because guess what? They're going to have to prove that it's not ours. You see, we have to start thinking differently, okay? We have to start thinking differently. I'm not going to prove to you who I am because you know who I am. I want you to prove to me that's not who I am. And by them trying to do that, they're going to expose all the lies themselves. You see, we don't have to work too hard. Let's just play the game that they are playing. We spend too much time fighting to prove this is who we are. When the truth of the matter is they already know. So let us flip the script. Now, you prove to me that this is not who I am. You prove to me that I'm not an Aboriginal. You prove to me that I'm not indigenous. And watch them fumble and try to expose themselves. Because once they start trying to expose you, they have to expose themselves. Because they cannot expose you without exposing themselves. And that's just facts. You see what I'm saying? Because if we tell them, listen, show me the records of the slaves. They ain't got no records of us being slaves, but there's records of them being slaves. You see what I'm saying? So they cannot try to prove that. So what they do is they put it in books, show you in the movies, and then you just believe it yourself. Nah, show me facts. Show me proof. Okay? Show me everything that you were telling me that I am. And then guess what it's going to do? In the interim of things, it's going to expose everything that you are not. All right? So I just wanted to drop a little video. And like I said, man, we here in Indiana doing some things. Later, we're going to go to that Mounds event I told y'all about. As a matter of fact, in a couple of hours, literally in the next hour, we're going to go there. So I'll do another video and we'll be talking soon. All right? Peace out.